There are three very important questions that you need to know if you're going to effectively transition those from the contact list to the Bible study. Now, recently we introduced what we call Mission Mondays. It's when you take one Monday a month and you work on transitioning those contacts that you're prospecting to the Bible study step. This is working really well. Churches are meeting sometimes more than once a month. They're gathering together. We suggest, cater a meal. When you bring a meal, brethren come. And so eat together. And then let's make that transition. Let's go out and visit those contacts, whether it's 10, 12, 15, 20 people that you're working with. So let's go out and let's make the transition. Now, I want to emphasize in this video the three questions, and I want you to write these down. I want you to memorize them because they work. Number one, here's the first question you got to ask at the door. If you're transitioning, you need to know this question. Number one, what do you think about the East Ridge Church of Christ? Now, that's an important question because you know the answer. Now, I don't ask questions I don't know the answers to. When I ask a question, I know the answer and I know where I'm going with the question. They're just not random questions when I don't know, what they're going to say and why I'm asking, just to talk. They're designed to move a person to the cross. And I want that person to think about the love, kindness, and compassion that the local church has provided them. So I ask that question, what do you think about the East Ridge Church of Christ? In other words, you've received dozens and dozens and dozens of cards, 40 or 50 cards. Members have come and maybe helped you with your lawn or your car. Maybe they built something, a ramp. Maybe they brought you food. Maybe they visited with you in the hospital. Maybe they took you somewhere, bought you benevolent supplies. So the question is asked with an obvious answer. The answer is, oh, I love the East Ridge Church of Christ. Now, I wouldn't ask some random stranger, what do you think about the East Ridge Church of Christ? That's not going to work. They don't even know who you are. But someone on your contact list that you've been prospecting, hey, that's a great question, and you're guaranteed a good answer. If you've done your job, then this answer is going to be, hey, I love the East Ridge Church of Christ. Now, question 2, write this down. Do you know a lot about the East Ridge Church of Christ? Now, notice how I phrased the question. I didn't say, have you ever heard of the Church of Christ? See, I asked, do you know a lot about the East Ridge Church of Christ? Now, again, I know the answer already. It's no. Even if they visited, even if they have some basic level of understanding, they don't know a lot about the East Ridge Church of Christ. So the answer is no, I don't know a lot about the East Ridge Church of Christ. Very simple. Again, I only ask questions I know the answers to. Let's go to question number 3. Write this one down. Would you like to know more about the East Ridge Church of Christ? Now, brethren, again, I know the answer. If you've loved them like you should, okay, and they don't know a lot about you, if their heart is ready, if there's any hope of trying to reach them with the gospel of Christ, they're going to say yes. Not everybody's going to say yes. We understand Matthew 22:14. Many are called, few are chosen. So we realize that we're just going to get the few, but that's how we get the few. Now, if you just think sending cards and doing acts of kindness are going to get them into the church building and jump in the baptistry, you're sadly mistaken. It doesn't work that way. You're going to have to make the transition. Those questions allow you to make the transition. So by asking those questions, you're moving them towards the cross. You're getting them prepared for the Bible study. Now, if they say, yes, I'd like to know more about the East Ridge Church of Christ, stop talking. This is not the time then to give them an overview of all the different things that you're doing. Brethren, that is the Bible study. I don't ask for Bible studies. I earn the study. See, what you've done now is you've created a situation where they've asked you for the study. Now listen again, think about it. Would you like to know more about the East Ridge Church of Christ? Oh yes, I'd like to know more. They just asked you to do a Bible study. You didn't have to ask for it. I don't ask for Bible studies. I'm going to help that person come to a point in their life where they want to study the Bible. They want to know more. And when they want to know more about the East Ridge Church of Christ, bring out your booklets. I just so happen to have these little booklets. And so back to the Bible, you begin. So now the process is beginning to move forward. Remember our 6 steps to success: contacts, when prospected, give you Bible studies. That's the transition. Give it a try. Mission Mondays, the 3 questions. They work very well. And God bless.